Hey there, thank you for showing interest in our estimates on demand system. This is a marketing system that's going to revolutionize your business. Okay. I have a presentation here. I'm going to outline everything from pricing to our strategy to how it works, what you'll have to do, timeline, all of that, guys. So just stick around for me. It's going to be around a 10-minute video. Just watch it through the end, and that way, if you have any questions, you can just reach out and ask me personally. For most of you, I'm talking with you one-on-one. Maybe you hop on the call, you responded to one of my ads, or you're talking to one of my representatives. But if you have any questions, just reach out and we'll explain everything. But this video should give you the complete outline and understanding of what we're offering here. So just starting out, I want to give you some proof of concept, some proof that this does work. Here I have two messages from two clients. One spent $250 on ads and landed a $5,300 project. Another one just launched ads 6 days ago and they already have 5 estimates booked for their business. And this is all painting specific, right? We don't work with any other types of industries, roofing, anything like that. We only work with painters and we get results for painters. Okay, cool. So let's jump into kind of our goal, right? Our goal for all of our clients is to show you how you can use this system to book your calendar with painting project estimates and how to grow your business predictably. Okay. So you don't have to rely on referrals. You don't have to rely on Home Advisor for shared leads. You don't have to pay agencies crazy $2,000, $1,500 monthly retainers. Okay. We're not going to charge you that. Our pricing is actually very, very affordable for what we're offering, but we'll get to that later. But that is our main goal for this video and for our business in general. Okay, so quickly, I just want to go over my digital marketing experience. My name is Al Munoz. I'm the founder and CEO of the company. I have 5+ years of experience in digital marketing. I've worked at those agencies that are charging you those crazy retainers. I've had my own personal clients, and now I'm kind of scaling my own agency and business. Right? We're not really an agency because we're more of a software company, but we'll get to that down the line. And just wanted to give you some insight. I've spent over $2 million on Facebook and Google. I have a ton of experience. All the strategies that we're going to lay out here have proven results in history and data that are backing the strategies that we're providing, right? And I've worked with big brands such as NASCAR, Mr. Beast, he's the biggest YouTuber right now, SiriusXM, Barstool Sports, just some big brands, guys. Another one was Raw Gear, right? That's a big athletic company, but yeah, that's just a quick background on who you're learning from and who you're kind of getting marketing advice from. So I definitely, I definitely have the experience here. Here, just a quick screenshot. This is a company that I made, that I ran ads for. We generated $667,000 in revenue with $178,000 spend. I know these are big numbers. This one's also a big number. 90,000 in spend, 258,000 in revenue. You won't have to spend this much money, I promise you. This is a bit different. These are bigger companies, but yeah, I just want to show you that I have some experience and some history and results that actually mean something. So let's address the elephant in the room, right? You've probably already tried some type of digital marketing, right? You've tried Facebook ads, you've tried Google ads, you've tried something, right? And it hasn't worked, right? You were burning cash, you weren't seeing leads, you weren't getting appointments, you weren't getting deals and projects, right? So how is this different, right? Why is this going to work when I already tried it and it didn't work, right? So here's what we do differently, right? We don't just generate leads, right? We're not a lead provider. That's not what we do at all. We don't just send you a spreadsheet with names and phone numbers and call it a day and tell you to follow up with them, right? We actually set up a system where your system will automatically follow up with your leads and schedule the appointment for you, right? Where you don't even have to think about it. You don't have to text anyone. You don't have to email anyone. You don't have to call anyone. The system will book it for you. Okay. So that's the big difference. So here's the overall strategy, right? The first step is the advertisement, right? Facebook or Google ads. For most of you on a smaller budget, I would recommend Facebook just because it's cheaper and the leads are cheaper. And then the second step is you send them to a sales funnel. So if you don't know what a sales funnel is, just think of it as a website, right? But when you have a traditional website, you have all these links, right? You have the homepage, you have the footer, you have the about us, you have, all these pages that people can click on. You have your Facebook and your Instagram. You have those linked on there so they can go check out your social media. What a sales funnel is, it actually helps you optimize the process, right? It only gives them one option when you land on the website, right? And that one option is to qualify themselves and to book an appointment, right? It's a straight line. There aren't all these links that are going to be distracting your prospects, where they go to your Facebook page and then they hop off, right? Or they go to your about us page and then they forget about your website, right? No, this sales funnel is optimized to push them through a straight line as efficiently as possible until they schedule an appointment, right? And that's where the scheduling software comes in, and then the SMS appointment where you show up, right? This is where you'll be you're focusing your energy, right? You're not worried about this. Once we have this system set up, all you're doing is taking the estimate and the appointment, doing your appraisal, doing your proposal, talking with a homeowner. That's your job, right? My job here is to set up the system that's feeding you appointments, and then you can just worry about growing your business, right? You don't have to worry about all the technical stuff. But the last step on this process, right, from the ad to the sales funnel to the scheduling software, and then this is where you show up. We need to implement one last thing, and this is the email and SMS drip campaigns, right, and also the cold caller, right. So this is where you will automatically follow up with your leads. So this you're taking out of this equation. You don't have to do this anymore. Once we set up the system, your follow-up campaigns, your email and SMS drip campaigns, they will book the call for you, and that happens automatically, right? So what happens is your prospect will receive a text message and an email every day until they book an appointment. Okay. So that's the power of this system, right? Most of you guys who have been running Facebook ads or have been running Google ads do not have this set up, and you're doing manual follow-up, and maybe one day you do follow up, maybe one day you don't. And I understand you're busy. You're doing your projects, you're managing your workers, you're on sites, like you don't have time to follow up with these people. So that's why we automate it for you, right? And on top of that, a lot of you aren't running sales funnels. Maybe you're running just to a traditional lead form, or you're running to your website, and you're wasting a lot of time talking to, following up with tire kickers and people who aren't qualified, right? What will happen is in this sales funnel, we'll ask them 10 qualifying questions, and if they answer with anything that would disqualify them, the system will kick them out, right? And it won't even show you that lead, right? It won't even show you that lead, so you don't waste any time with them, right? So this saves time, this saves energy, and like I said, the main focus of this system is for you to only worry about the last step, right? The estimate and the appointment, and that way, you can save time, you can save energy, you can save money, right? Cool. So that's the overview of the system. I know it could be a little bit complicated, so if you have any questions here, feel free to reach out, and then I can answer those for you. So we went over that. What is a sales funnel, right? All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to find the funnel, right? But here is an example of a funnel that we made for a client. So like I said, this is a website, but it's not like a traditional website, right? You don't have any links down here, any links up here, right? All there is a survey, the 10 question qualification quiz, and that's it. They can't do anything else on this website. They have to go through this straight line process, that is efficient and that gets to the point, right? So what will happen is, right, it's a save the hassle of doing it yourself, get a free estimate on your painting project. Cool. So down here you have free no obligation estimate, competitive pricing, flexible scheduling, attention to detail, some bullet points that will incentivize them and build trust between you and your client, right? So what type of painting job you need, right? So they're going to answer interior, exterior, both, whatever, right? So the point is you're qualifying these people. So let's say you don't want to do exterior, right? So they click on exterior, okay, they're disqualified, right? We can make that happen where once they click that, they're disqualified, and you won't even have to deal with that lead. You won't waste your time following up with them, right? Or same thing for interior. But we can also customize the questions that we're asking. We have standard questions that we always use in our funnels, but if there's a question that you don't want to use, we can take that out. If there's a question that you want to put in there, we can put that in there, right? So what is the square footage of the area to be painted? Boom. So right here, if you don't want to work with small projects, right? They say less than 500 square feet. Boom, disqualified. You don't even have to worry about that lead, right? When would you like the painting job to be done? Within the next month or ASAP? What is your budget for this project? So there are all the, like, again, this is a big one, right? If they say less than 1,000, or and it's a big project, we can disqualify them, right? So boom, what is the condition of the surface to be painted? So good, fair, poor. So you can even get an understanding of where you're gonna be painting, right? If the wall is damaged, if there are repairs needed, all that good stuff, right? So they'll just basically go through this 10 question survey, and then once they are done with that, right, with the 10 questions, it'll send them to this form right here, where they'll just import their name, their email, and their phone number, right? And then from there, you'll receive this lead within your CRM, and I'll show you that later. But you'll import this lead through your CRM. You'll be able to manage it, and then it sends them to a booking page here, right? And then they can book a call. And then once they book the call, that'll show up on your calendar. Boom, right? Now, if they don't book a call here, what will happen is they'll be automatically added to the email and SMS campaigns that I was talking about earlier, where it'll keep following up with them, and it'll, in every text and every email that they get, they're going to receive a link back to this page, right? And then once they receive that link, they can come back here and then book a call, right? So that's the power of it, right? Like there's at no point are you sitting here asking the questions yourself, right, one on one. At no point are you trying to find a time that works for both of you. At no point are you following up with the leads. Everything is automatic and automated, right? So that's the power of the system. Like I said, it's saving time, it's saving money, right? All right, cool. Let's go back to the presentation. All right, guys, we're back in the presentation. And next, I just kind of want to show you some results that we've been able to generate with this, some realistic numbers and some economics that you can crunch and see if this would be profitable long term, right? So here are some realistic results. I can't guarantee anything. It all depends depending on your area, depending on the size of your team, what type of projects you work on, your sales experience, and how well you do with the estimates and meeting with the clients. But these are some rough estimates that you can kind of consider when you're thinking about joining, right? So cool. So for this campaign, they spent around $21,000 dollars. Now, again, this is long term. So when I show you these big numbers, don't think, oh, I got to spend 10K, 15K. No, you can start at 20, 30, $40 a day. You can even start at $10 a day. It's all up to you. The more money you spend, the more leads you're going to get and the more appointments you're going to get. But don't get scared by these big numbers. This is on a longer time frame. You can start at, like I said, $20 a day. It doesn't have to be anything scary like that, right? But looking at the longer time frame, we're looking at more data, right? So that's why I'm showing you the screenshot. But they were generating leads for $8.13. They were generating appointments for $27. They were getting a deal, right? Their cost per deal was around 156, right? And their AOV, which stands for average order value, right? The amount of money that they make on average per job per project was north of 1,500, right? So as you can see, like these numbers make sense. Now again, it depends on your current situation, and your business, and how you sell, how much you charge people, how good you are at sales, and your estimates and all of that, right? That's gonna be a factor in this, right? So that's something you also have to take into consideration. But here's another one: cost per lead $17, cost per booked appointment 31, cost per deal 135, right? Another one for you: cost per deal $9, or cost per lead $9, cost per appointment $30, cost per deal 105. Cost per lead 878, cost per booked appointment 27, cost per deal 83, AOV north of 1,200, right? And then I think this is the last one. Yep, this is the last one. $6 cost per lead, $27 cost per appointment, and a cost per deal of 108, right? And this is an example of someone who didn't spend that much, but they still saw results, right? So they only spent 324, which, relatively speaking, that's not a ton of money, right? And they still saw results with this, right? So you don't have to have a massive budget for this marketing, but you definitely, the more you spend, the more leads you get, the more data you get, the more appointments, right? The more reps you get. So it definitely helps to have a healthy budget, but I think anywhere between 300 to 500 per month. I think that's pretty healthy for Facebook. Google's a bit different. That's going to be maybe a little bit more than 500, just because, like I said, Google is more expensive. It's more competitive. There's not as much, search volume, right? On Facebook, it's more interactive marketing, and on Google, it's more search demand, and what they're looking for on the search engine. But that's a tangent. Let's just stay on topic here. But these are just realistic results, right? I showed you kind of 5 or 6 there. So some numbers for you to crunch, and what to expect, and for your forecasting, and estimating your budget, right? All right, guys, so let's get down to pricing, right? How much is this going to cost you? Is it expensive? Can I afford it? I know you're asking yourself these questions, so let's just jump into it. And I promise you, if you stick around, you'll see that it's incredibly affordable compared to some agencies that are charging crazy, crazy prices, right? So here's what you get with this system, right? Once you sign up, and we get started, you get onboarded. Here's what is going to happen, right? We're going to set up a proven Facebook ad system that's been proven to work, right? It has past results. I walked you through that, and it's not anything that we're just testing on you, or that doesn't have any results. It works, okay? We've seen results with it. It should work for you, right? And that's a value of around $3,600, right? And the sales funnel creation is the second part of the system, right? So we'll set up the survey for you. We'll set up the landing page, the sales funnel, the booking page for you. That whole system that we walk through together, that will be set up for your business. They'll be customized, right? So your logos will be in there. And everything will be customized, like the questions, and automated. You'll have your own domain. Everything is good to go there, right? And then that has an estimate value of $2,000, right? Email, SMS, follow-up automation. So those are the drip campaigns that we're going to be setting up for you, that will follow up with your leads, right? It'll follow up with people who are interested, but they haven't booked an appointment. And it'll also remind people that they have an estimate call with you, right? So let's say they book a call with you, an appointment with you. It will message them 3 times before the appointment: one day before, 1 hour before, and then 30 minutes before, right? And that way you'll just make sure that people are getting reminded that they have an appointment with you, so that you don't have any mistakes, right? Any no-shows where you show up to their home and they're just not there, right? They're not ready for the estimate. So we'll set those up for you. That is estimated at $1,000. You'll also get provided a CRM, which will basically just give you a way to manage your leads. It will show you like who's interested, who needs to be followed up with, who closed, right? And it'll give you all the answers that they gave in their qualification quiz, and all their lead information. So that's around a $500 value. And then also there are 2 bonuses. So if you sign up today, we'll add these 2 bonuses to the package. The first bonus will be a Google reviews email campaign. So what this is we're going to be taking a list, right? You most likely have an existing email list if you've been in business for a while, for everyone that you've ever helped, right? All of the clients that you've had in the past, that you've worked with. What we'll do is we'll put them in an email campaign, and we'll blast it out to all your previous clients, and we'll just basically ask them to help you and help your business by leaving a positive review on your Google My Business, right? That way you get a ton of 5-star reviews. You pop up higher when people search you on Google, and that is completely for free, right? So all we have to do there is incentivize people to leave you a positive review, and that's just done with a simple email campaign, right? And then the bonus number 2, with that same email list of all your existing your previous clients, right? We can also email them and follow up with them. Just ask them if they need any more help with their project, if they have any new projects, if they know anyone that needs help with a painting project. A lot of companies don't do this, and you'll be surprised at the results, right? We've seen a lot of revenue, a lot of projects come through from these reactivation campaigns, and people just don't do it because, one, maybe they don't know to do it, they don't know how to do it, or 2, they don't think it's going to work. But I promise you, if you're not doing this and you have a big, healthy list, and it doesn't even have to be that big, but if you have some type of volume on your list, it's free money on the table. It's worth a shot. Even if you don't do it, we'll set up for free, right? It's part of the package, right? Even if any no deals come through it, we're going to be setting that up for free. So there's no risk there, right? It's just, there's only reward, there's no risk. So that's what you get with our package. And that total value is around $11,800. And I'm not just pulling these numbers out of the air. I'm not just, making these numbers up. Like these are actual numbers. Like I said, I've worked 4+ years at agencies. I know what they charge. I've looked into agencies for myself for other businesses. And these are the estimates that I've received or that I've been a part of when working at agencies, right? So these numbers aren't, and some of you can attest to this because you've most likely worked with agencies in the past that are charging crazy prices, right? So I just wanted to put that out there. So you won't be paying anywhere near this, right? Obviously, you're not gonna be paying 11,000 or 12,000, and it's actually very, very affordable, right? So let's get into the pricing. So our estimates on demand system, right? Right now, you're kind of catching us at a transitional period in our company. Before we were a marketing agency, right? We had monthly recurring clients, just like some of the other agencies that you've worked with in the past. And we used to charge, and we still have clients on this agreement, but right now we're transitioning. But we used to charge 1990 setup for the setup, 1997 for the setup, and then $75 for every appointment that showed up, right? So it's pretty, I mean, obviously we work with bigger companies with that agreement and that deal. A lot of smaller companies can afford us at that price point. But since then, we've actually transitioned to a new system, right? We're transitioning away from the agency model and we're more of a software company now, right? We're providing the software for you, and that is a monthly recurring fee, but it's not as much as, the 1,500 to 2,000 that you're used to, or even $75 per showed appointment, right? So let's get down to the actual pricing. If you move forward right now, if you reach back out to me. I know we're talking separately one-on-one, or maybe we already had a call, and I'm just following up with you with this video. But if you move forward right now, our system is just 297 one-time payment, right? 297 one-time payment, and it's only 197 per month for the software. Right. On top of that, you'll have to pay for your own ad spend, but that goes directly to Facebook, right? And like I said, you can play around with that. You don't have to spend a crazy amount. I'd say at least $20 a day. Anywhere from 20 to 75 is very healthy, but I'd say minimum $20 a day. And that'll get you around 15 to 20 estimate appointments. And yeah, that's kind of the offer. Like I said, it's very affordable. If you are, if you're estimating your projects properly, you should be profiting at least $300 per room that you're painting. So our idea is, if we can get you if we can get you at least one project, you're paying for our system, right? If we can get you one room, you're paying for our system, right? And everything above that and everything after that is all profit for you, right? So very affordable. And that kind of wraps up the outline. I know that this was a long video, so if you stuck around and you watch all of it, I appreciate it. And if you're interested, just reach back out to me. I'll probably follow up with you, and hopefully this works for you. If not, no worries. But I do promise you one thing. If you trust us with this, right, and you give us the opportunity to show you some results, you will never have to worry about marketing again. You will never think about marketing again, right? Once you have the system set up, you're not going to have to, hire another marketing agency. You're not going to have to buy leads from Home Advisor. You're not going to have to try doing Facebook ads yourself, right? Once this is set up, you do not have to worry about that anymore. All you have to worry about is taking estimate appointments and providing a good service for your clients, right? And growing your business, hiring more employees, scaling your revenue, right? By increasing ad spend. But yeah, that kind of wraps it up. That's the price point. If you're interested, please reach out. And if not, no worries. I wish you the best of luck in your business. Thank